everybody and their cat's kitty have been stitching a video in which a heavily tattooed woman is complaining because she cannot seem to find a job at the moment. Something that many people are struggling with, but without all the body mods. I can tell you in less than 5 seconds as to why this lady is unsuccessful in her endeavors to find a job. It is, of course, the nature of the tattoos. And the face tats don't help either. I love them so much. Face tattoos, I would love to get one, but I have no balls for that. We know that society generally doesn't accept the nature of this lady's tattoos, let alone face tattoos. I have always been of the belief that nobody should be judging others for what they choose to put on their body, what they choose to put in their bodies. However, I'm no silly goober either, okay? People probably aren't going to want to hire you because you've got a Baphomet on your chest. Again, I love the tattoo. I think it's sick. But Margaret at TJ Maxx probably thinks that merely just looking at your tattoo is going to possess her with demons.
So I wanted to come on here and talk about something that is really starting to annoy me. So I applied for a job at TJ Maxx a few weeks ago and they denied my application. They couldn't even call me. They just sent me some automated email. So I went in today and I was like, so what was the reason I didn't get hired? And she was like, oh, like you just like don't have enough experience. There was candidates that had like more experience than you.
And just hearing what this TikToker is saying, like, it sounds like TJ Maxx was just letting you down easy. Like, hey, we don't really want to say the real reason why we have denied your application, so we're just going to be professional and as nice as possible. I want to make it very crystal clear, though, that I personally love the tattoos this woman has. I only have two, I know, and I really want to get more. But I know that in the future, if I was to look for a job at TJ Maxx, I probably wouldn't get it. Now, does that make it okay that big corporations and big companies can just like push you to the side just because of the tattoos you have? Obviously not. That is not cool. Just quickly talking about the Baphomet tattoo on her chest, she was replying to a comment basically saying that this is her religion, which I'm guessing could be Satanism. It is not a religion that is widely accepted. Unfortunately, people don't with it. People are scared by it. People think it's evil because big scary man, hell, am I right?
And, you know, I asked her if it was about my tattoos, obviously, because I know a lot of places don't like tattoos. She said that wasn't the reason. I don't feel like that's true, but whatever, I'll leave it at that. So I'm just wondering how, like, teenagers and young adults who haven't had a job before, how are they supposed to get employed if these places are only hiring people with experience? So
I get the point she is trying to make here, because a lot of young people and teenagers will just get instantly denied for a position, all just because they don't have the experience for it. Hell, I was even denied for a couple of properties when I was looking to move into a new rental, and I was denied for like 5 of them, just given the fact that 1, I'm a new renter, and 2, I am young. I'm only 22, and they see me as somebody who could up a house. I don't know. It's a good point she's making here, but also we know why TJ Maxx denied her application to be given a position there. It's obviously because of the tattoos, and you even said it yourself that you don't believe the person who told you, wait, it's not because of the tattoos, it's because other applicants have more experience. Like, the way the world works is very unfair for teenagers and for young adults. Yes, it's really annoying when places decline you just based off of the fact that you don't have enough experience working in that particular field. Huge corporations are greedy bastards. Are we really surprised?
Younger people just can't get a job because they haven't worked enough. So like they'll deny a 16-year-old a job because they don't have enough work experience. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't even make sense to me either. But maybe that's just because we're two little silly goobers, who knows? That's also not to say that all workplaces will deny you just based off of your age. My very first job was being a fry cook at a fish and chip shop, and I was like 12, 13. So I don't know, man.
I mean, I do okay with money as is, so I didn't like need the job, but I would have liked it to have made some extra money so I could pay off my debt quicker. I want you guys to talk about in the comments what it's been like for you finding a job recently, like if it's been easy or if it's been difficult, and I want to know like what kind of experience you guys have, because I want to see if I'm the only person that's like experiencing this right now or not.
You definitely are not the only one going through this experience. It's even more crazy because there are places who are like supposedly begging for employees but don't want to hire anybody. It's so weird. They're very, very choosy at the moment. I can't really give anyone an answer as to why, because I wouldn't have any clue myself. I don't know why stores, fast food joints, pretty much everywhere you turn at the moment are like, we're hiring. We need more employees. Oh, here's a resume. Ugh. Oh, here's another resume. No, we don't need you. Make it make sense. But apparently this woman already has a job and is making hella money. So, I mean, myself and other people were confused about the original video, but like she said, she just wanted like an extra side hustle to pay off her debt. That's amazing. I mean, taking up more than one job is definitely not an easy feat. So hats off to her to try to be finding another job at the moment. We know as a fact, alternative people in general, that getting hired as a heavily tattooed pierced person is a struggle. People still don't accept heavily tattooed pierced people in the workplace, and it's really but it's also very selective. You see, people are probably not going to hire you to be out on the floor in front of customers' faces because they're trying to construct a face around their brand, their company. Maybe getting a job at a piercing studio where you're the receptionist, or maybe at a tattooing studio. Hell, even factory work or the trades, because those are jobs that don't give a shit whether you have 1 or 10 or 100 tattoos, 1, 10 or 100 piercings. No matter what the nature is of those tattoos, you could have a huge "I am a Satanist" across your chest, and they're like, okay, cool. Love that for you. Love that for you. You know, I really hate the fact that there is such a negative stigma around heavily tattooed pierced people, because people act like they're just gonna come out here and just bite you, or that they're just terrible individuals who make bad decisions. Judge people based on their actions and how they treat other people, not by how they look, not by how many tattoos or piercings are on their bodies. But many people in the stitches that I was watching pointed out the fact that she may just have a pretty sour attitude, and that could be the main issue, not the tattoos.
Wow, it's not even 7 a.m. I woke up and read the comments on my video, and I have a lot to say. You guys missed the point of that video entirely. I don't need that job at TJ Maxx. I make plenty of money. If I didn't make enough money, I would not be able to afford a Dodge Challenger that has a almost $500 monthly payment.
Okay, then maybe we can repay off some debt too. I don't know. Am I just a silly goober? Am I just stupid? I can't really understand why she would even go for a job at TJ Maxx anyways. Yes, people want a side hustle and extra money, but a Dodge Challenger is 500 USD. Do you want to know what 500 USD is here? Yeah, I don't know in the moment. So I had to put it on screen.
I have thousands of dollars worth of artwork on my body. I have $7,000 breast implants, and I have about $3,000 of filler in my face. And it's crazy. It's like, you need to have money to do those things. I just wanted the job to make more money, because what's wrong with wanting to make more money? But, you know, I posted that video because I knew I was gonna get exactly those kind of reactions. And there's people saying, oh, it's because of your satanic tattoos. So if it is about my satanic tattoos, that's religious discrimination.
I don't like talking about religion in any capacity because I'm not religious myself. I don't really feel comfortable with the topic and I shouldn't really have to explain myself. But in terms of religious discrimination, obviously I can somewhat agree there because Satanism is a religion and I really want to be kind to everybody. But the problem with that is that it's still not a widely accepted or even seen as a religion in the first place. I do know a few Satanists myself and they are not open about it by any measure because they're afraid of being judged for that, and I do feel sad for them. But yes, TJ Maxx probably do not want to put Satanism in front of their customers' faces because that could cause a whole plethora of issues for the company itself. People could take photos of you and post them to social media to embarrass the company, and that in of itself is not okay because nobody should do that, period. You should be able to put whatever the f you want on your body without anybody judging it or discriminating you for it. Just look at the satanic panic that has happened ever since the 70s, dude. The general population, we have to be honest with ourselves here, they don't like seeing that. And truth is, it's probably not even the fact that you have satanic tattoos. It's probably because you have face tats. Again, that is something that not a lot of companies, corporations, brands are cool with. They don't like that kind of stuff because there is negative connotations and stigmas around it. Again, does it make it okay? No, of course not. Nobody should be discriminated for what they have on their bodies. But these are the things that you have to take into consideration when you are to get all of these tattoos. People are just not understanding of it. That's what I'm gonna say.
Which it's illegal to discriminate against someone based off of their religious beliefs. And appearance has nothing to do with work skills.
We're going to stop it there again because she is right. The way that you choose to present yourself and the way that you look doesn't determine the skill set that you have to work in a particular space, whether that be in TJ Maxx or whether that be a different retail worker, a nurse. But again, we have to understand that these workplaces have codes and practices. If you do not meet those requirements, then unfortunately you can't work there. And like you said yourself, you make a butt ton of money. You just wanted extra money, which again is awesome. I love that for you. But unfortunately, you're just going to have to go somewhere else to get that extra money. I'll tell you a little story. So I did a campaign once for Schwarzkopf, their hair brand, and I was not put on the face of that because I drew upside down crosses on my face. A common misconception is that upside down crosses are satanic, they're an evil symbolism. It isn't. It is a way I choose to express myself through my makeup. Sometimes I do edgy shit in my makeup. It is what it is. I never kicked up a stink about it because I completely understood why Schwarzkopf did not want to put me on the face of their campaign for this particular campaign, because putting that in front of a consumer's face could possibly turn them away. And it is my choice to do the makeup that I want to do. And I knowingly did that makeup for the campaign. If I really wanted to be the face of it, I would not have done the makeup, but I just don't care enough for that. The faces of that campaign were your average clean girl aesthetics. And that is, again, 100% okay, because I understand why I wasn't put in the face of the campaign. It's just one of those things that you unfortunately have to come to terms with as an alternative person, is that not everyone understands that. Not everyone is going to understand us, and that's okay. I don't want certain people understanding me. But with all of that being said, I just saw so many stitches from heavily tattooed people who were just like, you know, we know why we're not getting hired in certain places, so that's why we work in certain places. I Are you a heavily tattooed person? Are you somebody with a lot of piercings and you face this kind of pushback from certain workplaces? Let me know down the comment section below, because I hate the fact that heavily tattooed pierced people are treated like this. But again, not everyone gets it, not everyone understands it, and that's okay. Not everything is meant to be understood by everybody. But also, people like need money to live, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for your stay at Yappersville today, everybody. I hope to see you all again soon. Take care of yourselves, and most of all, love your fucking selves.